What's up, everybody? It's Modern Day Prophet. Back to do the second video I promised y'all today. This video is going to be called The Time Has Come for Me to Expose Jehovah's Witnesses for what they really are. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to expose this cult of weirdos for what they really are. Um, I have firsthand experience. I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness from the age of 0 to 14. You know, I know what they're all about. I know the sort of brainwashing that they use. They use a very powerful form of brainwashing. Basically, if you follow along with them and listen to them, uh, you'll live in paradise. You'll live on a paradise earth forever. All of your family members that have died, you'll be reunited with them. And they utilize this. And if you don't, you're going to be destroyed with the rest of the world. You know. But if you do everything that Jehovah's Witnesses say to do, you'll be spared. And you'll get to live on a paradise earth forever. That's the brainwashing that they use, which might not seem like a very big deal, but it's a very powerful method of brainwashing for weak-willed weirdos. If you're a weak-willed weirdo, you're going to be very susceptible to this brainwashing, and you'll find that you'll never ever be able to leave them. You'll always have to come back if you're susceptible to that. Now, I'm not going to lie, I have never ever wanted to be a Jehovah's Witness. I was forced by my father. He made me go to the Kingdom Hall. I never ever wanted to be a Jehovah's Witness. It never resonated with me. Not ever. Not from a kid. Check this out. I'm going to tell you how powerful this brainwashing is. When I was a kid, I say from maybe about age 6 to 9, man, I would have these end of the world nightmares like frequently, all the time. I mean, like all the time. Like, it really did some damage. Like, I remember as a kid, I taught myself to think about pleasant things before I went to sleep. And then I stopped having the nightmares. It got a lot better. I remember getting a lot better. But yeah, if I forgot to do that, man, oh my goodness, it was just awful. As a little kid, I'm having a 6-year-old having end of the world nightmares. From being forced to go to this kingdom. And I ain't gonna lie, even after I stopped going to the kingdom hall, a lot of that stuff had an effect on me that I had learned. Like, I had to unprogram myself, like deprogram myself from that garbage I learned in that cult, because I was forced to go, so that's what was programmed into me. Like I said, never really resonated with me. If I had a choice, I would have never stepped foot in the kingdom hall. But I didn't. I was forced, you know, by my father to go, and which brings me to my two parents, who are both Jehovah's Witnesses. Neither one of these people have ever loved me or cared about me. My mother left me when I was like 4 years old after she cheated on my father. Left me with this angry man, this angry, bitter man. And I remember she would tell me she would come get me, never come get me, just leave me there, you know. And they just, man, my father was just, the only thing he cared about was that I went to the Kingdom Hall. That's it. That was the extent of our relationship, me going to the Kingdom Hall. We never was close, never had any, I never looked up to him, never admired him. I always thought he was a weirdo. Somebody who wears jeans with dress shoes. I'm 50 years old right now. You'd never catch me with a pair of dress shoes with a pair of jeans. Yeah, I got Dunks, Jordans. I got all kind of tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? All kind. Yeah, like even with this suit I got on right here, I would wear a pair. I got a pair of black Nike Gold Arms I wear with it. I don't even wear dress shoes for the suit. You know what I'm saying? Now I do have dress shoes, and if it was a formal event, I do have dress shoes for formal events. But I digress. Back to the cult of weirdos, Jehovah's Witnesses. So yeah, man, my two parents. Let me tell you a story about my mother. Now, let me say this: my mother's a coward. She's always been a coward, always will be a coward. I learned that about her a long time ago. She is the epitome of cowardice. So we hadn't talked for years, and she reached out to me, and she asked, she said she wanted to talk and try to repair our relationship. So, she's my mother, so okay, I'm all for it. I'm trying to be positive. I try to stay positive as I can. So I was willing to, try to repair our relationship. And we talked for quite a few weeks. Then one day she said something to me about God. So I said to her, I'm like, do you know what God really is? Do you know any of God's attributes? I guess she forgot she was talking to the modern day prophet, smartest man alive. She don't really realize who her son really is. I guess when she asked me, when she made her little statement about God, not expecting how I would come back at her. So she told me that she couldn't talk to me. She had to go do something. She would talk to me later tonight or maybe tomorrow. Of course, I never heard from her. Back then, she finally like, I'm sorry. Why? So I was like, you know what? I don't rely on people. I don't never rely on people and what they say. And then she hits me back, tells me stop being negative. So I was like, if you had two parents who didn't care about you, how would you feel? Do you think you would be as strong as I am? And I said, I think not. And I never heard from her again after that. Never heard. She never said a word to me again. And at that moment, that's when I realized that, okay, I got to expose her religion. I got to expose these people for what they really are. My own mother got to expose her and all of her little weirdo cult friends for what they really are. True pieces of scum. If you took all the religions and put them together and washed all the dirt out of them, the scum that would be at the bottom, that's what Jehovah's Witnesses are. They're the scum at the bottom. They are the absolute worst of the worst of the religions. These are very selfish. Just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't want to say mean, aloof, like just no regard for what they do, how it affects other people. Like, I can't think of any religion that has split up more families than Jehovah's Witnesses. Because if you're a Jehovah's Witness and you decide to not be, you're disfellowship, they can't talk to you. Your family can't talk to you. Your friends can't talk to you. That's how, and I'm not making this up. That's really how they operate. So unless you come back to them, they totally disavow you. And that's why I said, like, for a lot of people, they're gonna be forced to, if they ever leave, they're almost forced to go back. Now, me personally, I never wanted to be a part of it anyway, so I don't need none of those weirdos for real. I'm good not being associated with them at all. But like I said, if you belong to them and then you leave, they totally disassociate you. So, a lot of people can't really, it's hard for people to deal with that. And then, like I said, the brainwashing on top of that is really, really hard to escape them once you've been a part of it. And not making any of this up. And then, you know, the real thing though is the hypocrisy of the religion itself. Okay, now these people say they're not part of the world. They don't want to have anything to do with the world. They're not worldly. And anybody who's not a Jehovah's Witness is considered worldly, and we're all of the ones that are going to be destroyed when Jesus comes back. They're going to be good, but everybody else is going to be destroyed. So you have to ask yourself, if that's the case, why aren't they like the Amish, where the Amish, separates themselves from society? They sustain themselves. Why aren't the Jehovah's Witnesses like this? Because every Jehovah's Witness I know, they have jobs, they buy cars and homes, and they go to restaurants and they go on vacations and buy clothes, and they do everything everybody else in the world does. But then when it comes time to stand up and take responsibility for the world or to make the world a better place, then at that point, they're not part of the world. That's the epitome of hypocrisy. That right there. How can you be part of the world when it's good for you, but then when it's time to take responsibility, you're not part of the world? And this is what they're hypocrites. The religion itself is built on hypocrisy. You know, they come knocking on your doors trying to sell their little magazines. And don't get me wrong, they're not selling these magazines to make money or get rich. They're not going to get rich selling magazines to you. But what they're trying to do is trying to get more people to join their little cult, their little weirdo cult of weirdos. They think their message is so important that they got to go knock on people's doors to sell their magazine. Now, let me say this. They're not like the Amish. And then let's talk about another group of people who have knocked on my door, who I've met out and about, and they've tried to, tell me about their religion. And those are the Mormons. Now, I have nothing bad to say about Mormons. Nothing at all. I don't agree with their doctrine. I don't agree with their religion, or their religious views. Not at all. But in terms of their behavior, the type of people I've met, the Mormons I've met, all of these people have always been decent people, good people. Hey, can I help you take out the trash? Hey, you need me to help you clean up? Hey, you need me to help you wash your car? Anything. And these people don't even know me. They don't even know me. And they're offering to help me do all of these things. Every Mormon I have ever met has been like that. So in terms of behavior, Jehovah's Witnesses don't have anything on the Mormons or the Amish. So, and that's what I'm saying. They're a bunch of phony, fake hypocrites. I know firsthand a lot of my family are weak-willed weirdos who were part of this religion. It's sad for me that my family is so pathetic that they would all be part of this religion. I don't even consider most of these people my family. Any family that is part of that religion, I don't consider my family, and don't feel bad because they don't consider me their family as well. They don't care about me, and I don't care about them. And that's what I'm saying. That's what that religion does to families. That's what that religion. If you're not a part of the religion, then your family not gonna care about you. It just is what it is. And you know, and I just have for me, that's evil. There's nothing good about that. Where's the good there? Like I said, every religion has their own fairy tales and their own way to brainwash. So I'm not gonna just say that belongs strictly to Jehovah's Witnesses, but they're just the worst of the worst, the most hypocritical of all religions. How any intelligent people can be part of this religion is just beyond me. I just don't understand it. Like I said, it will never resonate with somebody of my intellect anyway. Like I said, I was brainwashed in it for 14 years, and it still didn't have the impact. I ran away from home when I was 14. That's why I stopped being Jehovah's Witness, and I never looked back. I never ever went back to the Kingdom Hall. Never. you know, and I have no regrets about that whatsoever. But anyway, everybody's free to make their choice and to choose their religions. But I'm just going to tell you, if you decide to choose this one, you know, welcome to the world of weird. I'll leave it at that. Hey, this is my second video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope, man, I hope I could kind of enlighten you about this religion and what it's all about and the type of people that are part of this religion. They're not good people. They think they're right. They think they're the most righteous people alive, but they have no idea. They're too brainwashed and stupid and aloof to understand how bad and evil they really are. In fact, I guarantee they're probably gonna call me an apostate for exposing them. And I'll let you decide who's good or bad, who's on the side of righteousness and who's on the side of evil. Like I said, actions speak for themselves. But anyway, man, please share your thoughts. Do you have any negative experiences with Jehovah's Witnesses that you would like to share? Or even if you want to come hey, this is the one time where I'll allow you to troll if you want to. I'll even take the trolls. Anybody who got a problem with what I say in this video, man, speak up. Put them in the comments. Anybody. Other than that, please like the video. Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates Christmas. I should have said that in the beginning if I didn't. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. I love all of you. Peace.